Good evening, racing fans. Welcome to round 4 of ZFS Championship Season 6, and tonight we're in the wonderful Japanese countryside at the wonderful circuit of Autopolis. We've got 21 laps here tonight in the Lancer Evolution Final Group 3. We've got 2 minutes to go until qualifying commences. Also, one thing, you might notice that I sound a lot clearer than I usually do. Well, Urban Pirate was clearing out his drawers, and he sent me one of his old microphones that he was going to lob. So this is my setup that we're talking about. So I've probably got some settings wrong. So you lot, you're going to have to help me set this up. If I sound alright, let me know. If I sound absolutely horrendous, also let me know. Alright, we've got 2 minutes to qualify, and we might as well go through the predictions for tonight. So I've had to stretch this to fix, so it does look a bit off. P1, we're predicting Idle 4 Gaming, followed by Evil Cat 76, The Legend 2503, Mr. X Tino, Frowny 1, ZFS Steve, and Wooly 69, KJN 100, Kenobi, KW1990 GT, the Hammer Games, and No Neck Monster. Now, that looks a lot different to the actual standings for Division 2 at the moment. Your current leading champion at the moment is, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, KJN 100, and then it's followed by Mr. Xtino, ZFS Steve, Frowny 1, Evil Cat 676, Wooly 69, KW1990 GT, Idle 4 Gaming, Kenobi, it's No Neck Monster, The Legend 2503 coming back from his hiatus, and the Hammer Games. So, got just under a minute until qualifying commences. It's looking like it's going to be a wet one and a dark one. KJN is just asking if we're ready to start. Of course we are. Let me just let him know that we're ready to commence. How's everyone doing in chat tonight? It's nice to finally get back in the com box. It's been about a fortnight since I last did a commentary. Feeling like ages. I'm noticing my mic is peaking quite a bit on the equalizer, so anyone in chat, even if you don't usually talk, I know we've got a couple viewers tonight. If anyone could just let me know if the mic is absolutely horrendous or if it's alright. Because it took about 5 minutes to set this up. It's a lot different to the Amazon headset mic that I'm used to. Got a bit more, a little bit higher quality. Got a nice little spring on, looking like a proper professional setup. Looks like I know what I'm doing. On contrary to popular belief, I don't have a clue. So we are just resetting the lobby. So we've got 10 drivers tonight. I believe 12 checked in, which is why we had a 12 long. We got a 12 long prediction list because there's 12 bloody entries. I'm alright, Div. So we've got decent attendance. Division 2 are usually a lot better than Division 1 actually. In terms of attendance, now 10 driver grid could give us a very interesting race. It's not quite a full lobby. It's not quite a low attendance. It's a nice little medium that you get. You get some really good racing, but you can actually catch most of it. As drivers are just ticking in now. So, who do we have? Oh, I won't bother reading that out because it's going to start qualifying anyway. The second I start, do seem to be all set, and there we go. Yep, qualifying is beginning. Let me get the overlay up before I forget. Bosh, so you can actually see what's going on. So we got 10-minute qualifying as usual. Standard ZFS rules apply. If you're not too familiar with that, the tyre these drivers want to start on is what they are qualifying on. So everybody seems to be on the soft compound tyre. There is a bit of water out there. Nothing major. Definitely not Inter's conditions yet. We will go on board with KJN at the start of his lap. I've played around with the exposure settings. So hopefully, and I am noticing, we can see the cars a lot better than we could in my last couple broadcasts that it had been night, where it just goes bloody invisible. Especially IRO, that was just like looking at a couple headlights over Bathurst. So I have tweaked about the exposures, put it to the absolute max that the shitbox of the PS4 can comprehend. So we can actually see these beautiful, beautiful liveries. ZFS lot, they're wicked racers, but they're also absolutely incredible at designing liveries. And it's another one of them that I need to learn the teams of, because there's like so many. I just go off drivers, but of course a lot of them are teammates. So I do want to get the teams out on board, but since it's like a proper career mode and my 4 brain cells, you'd think this is my 2nd season of commentating the series. I'd understand how everything works by now, but no. I've got a vague idea. All I know is it's these lot on the Monday evenings that give us the best lot of vroom vrooms, and that's all I am interested in. Alright, so we'll go on board with your current championship leader, KJN 100, for his first flying lap as we round on to the very long start-finish straight in the rain in this Group 3 Lancer, looking for around about the 100 board. Yeah, yep, drops it down to 3rd, around 60-70 mile an hour through the long sweeping turn 1. Little kink here, flat through turn 2 to go into the 2nd braking zone, into the turns of 3, 4 and 5. Very tricky sweeping section here, slow hairpin chicanes as we go into the hairpin of turn 6, back on the throttle, down through the kink of turns 7 and 8, little lift around about 90 to 100 mile an hour through. I believe we're on turn 8 here. Yep, this is turn 9. There's 19 corners, so we'll see if I get the numbers wrong as we go into the harshest braking zone on the track, through the long hairpin of turn 10, and it's back on the throttle through this like mini little straight bit as we go down to the fast sweeping right-hander of turn 11, drops it down to 400 mile an hour, back on the throttle through turns 12 and 13. Very long sweeping corner for both of these, as it's back on the brakes, slow through turns 14 and 15, keeping that car controlled in these tricky conditions, down the Froggy Bridge into turn 17. I believe I've not messed this up because this is turn 18 here. Long sweeping right-hander, make sure you feather that throttle, back on the throttle, flat through turn 19, back out onto the back straight. What time is it going to be? It's going to be a 47.1 for KJN 100. I'm surprised I didn't lose track of any of those corner names than I usually do. Currently, it is the Legend 2503 on provisional pole with a very nice lap. 146.224. Frowny 1, 4/10 behind, and then Steve and KJN neck to neck at the moment. And it's followed by followed by Mr. X Tino in 6th position, 2 milliseconds, and then KW 8 milliseconds behind. From 7th to 4th, separated by 30 milliseconds. If you're not familiar with ZFS, this is the kind of close fight. This is how evenly paced this grid is. So currently it is the Dutchman, the man coming for the redemption. He didn't have a particularly good race in the 2 that he has competed in the moment, rounds 1 and 3, I believe. Wait, I should probably check that. Yes, no, he's only done round 1. I know that because I did round 1 and round 2 and then missed round 3. And this is round 4. Nice. Okay, so only 20 points to his tally at the moment. I think a little hiatus, looking to get back on the top couple of steps. Very, very fast driver, the legend is. Let's go for some podium predictions for tonight. I'm going to go Steve for the win, followed by Legend and Woody69. That is my podium prediction. 1, 2, 3. As the drivers are coming in, presumably to take intermediate tyres, I reckon. Couple are staying out. I don't know how that's going to work. They might be taking another fresh set of softs, actually. They do look like slick compound tyres going onto that Mitsubishi. And yeah, just taking another fresh set of softs. I don't think they're actually able to use the inters due to the qualifying rules this league has in place, which is the tyre that you qualify on is the tyre that you have to start on. So I don't know if they're actually able to switch compounds in the middle of qualifying because you've committed to starting on that soft compound tyre. So there is the Legend coming just behind No Neck Monster in 9th place. We've got a nice little train of these cars here. Presuming these lot, they're all on outlaps, and presuming they're going to spread themselves out, as there is just really 69. Dropping back a bit to have a look at the provisional grid. So, front row is the Legend 2503 and Brownie 1. Then second row, provisionally, Woody 69, followed by KW 1990 GT. And third row is going to be Steve and KJN, if it's going to load. There we go. Then fourth row, Tino and Kenobi. And then finally rounding out the grid on the fifth row, No Neck Monster, followed by Evil Cat 69, who was actually the fastest in practice, I noticed. So Evil Cat, just seeming to get the brunt of it in this qualifying session. Hopefully he manages to improve on that P10 because he's got a massive train of cars in front of him. How many cars are here? I believe, yeah, that's 4. Is that the Legend leading? Yes, that is a 4-car train there in qualifying. As I believe I just saw someone go off in the background. Must have got going back again. Cause I can't see it. So, Wheelie 69 actually only 5 milliseconds off Franny 1's pace. Shout out to the comms. Cheers, mate. Does my mic sound alright? I've got a new mic. Finally upgraded from the headset mic. And I've just been setting it up. Does it sound alright? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? Still yet to tweak with it. I just kind of shoved some random numbers in and hope for the best. So we got some Wheelie fans in chat. Can't blame you. This lad is absolutely incredible, especially on the long stints. He just seems to be able to bang out consistent lap after consistent lap. Who it is, but so are all these drivers. You very rarely see mistakes in this league. This is only Division 2. These are meant to be like the runners up, but even so, I do quite a lot of leagues commentary. Mike is awesome, mate. Cheers. Yeah, it's an old one of Urban Pirates. He was clearing out a draw and found it. Was going to lob it, but sent it me instead, which I'm very grateful for. Just a very nice bit of tech. Such a lad, but great quality. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to go in game. Where is it? Props? No, not properties and filters. I'll just bring my game down a tad. Edit. Yeah, it's for 10 points soon. Sure, yeah. That sound better? Yeah, doesn't seem to be going into the red as much. So, someone has improved, and I did notice Evil Cat has improved. Got that car. Oh, there goes my headset. Got that car into a 6th position, going on to his final lap of qualifying as the check flag is about to fall in 5 seconds' time. So it's still the Legend 2503 with a commanding pole position, 4/10 ahead of Frowny and Wheelie. Is anyone up at the moment? How is Wheelie looking? Because I know we've got Wheelie Superfan in chat. He is purple, Wheelie 69 by 8 hundredths. Come on, A-level further maths. Should know my decimal points. Let's go on board with him through this lap as we are rounding out. I believe that's turn 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, this is turn 9 here. So we're going up to the massive. Love to hear the cars as well as comms love. Yeah. So we go on to the hairpin of turn 10. Wheelie 69, 2/10 purple off the Legend's best, as there is Steve letting the Legend past as the Legend comes on to round out the final corners. We'll see what that lap is, as there's a little slide for Wheelie 69 going into the long right-handers, rounding out the final sector. KJN has improved. It's good enough for 4th position at the moment. The Legend has improved, extended that lead to 7/10 only over Frowny. How is Wooly going to be able to get back at that? Tino has put it into 2nd position. We'll see what the delta is after this lap. Is Wooly 69 going to be good enough to challenge for pole position still? He was 2/10 purple off the Legend's previous lap. It is an improvement, good enough for 3rd position. Tino has brought that gap down to 6/10, but it's still the Legend with a very commanding pole position going into round 4 of season 6 of ZFS Championship. All right, let's have a look at the grid. So your front row is the Legend 2503 on pole position, followed by Mr. X Tino. Then it's 2nd row of Wheelie 69, rounding out the podium positions, followed by Frowny 1. Then your 3rd row is Evil Cat 69 in 5th position, followed by KGN 100. Then the 4th row is KW 1990 GT and ZFS Steve. Then at the back of the grid is ZFS Kenobi and No Neck Monster. Either that, only 1.3 seconds off pole position. Look at how close this grid. If you ignore just the dominance that the Dutchman is showing, gonna have to start playing the national anthem. It's reminding me of F1. No. So if you ignore the gap from 1st to 2nd, look at how close the rest of the grid is. 3.5 tenths separating 2nd to 7th. We could be in for some absolute treats. Don't go anywhere tonight, as the race is about to start. Now, hopefully I can get loaded in. It is a wet start as predicted. We can see the cars quite well as we are waiting and waiting. The lights are out. 3, 2, 1. It's lights out and away we go for the Autopolis GP in ZFS World Championship Season 6. The Legend gets a wicked start off the line. Someone went very wide out on, I believe that was Evil Cat. Frowny 1 looking up the inside of Tino going into the 1st corner. The neck and neck going into the braking zone of turn 3. It's going to be who is going to be last on the brakes, who stays ahead. They're wheel to wheel, and Tino manages to just edge ahead of Frowny, but not for long. Frowny looking up the inside again. KJN is making moves up to 4th position. Evil Cat dropping down. Steve is making up moves, but that is Wooly in 7th position. Something going horribly wrong at the start of the race. That was who we saw dropping. I apologise to Evil Cat for mistakenly accusing him of that. Up front, the Legend 2503 already extending that gap to well over a second. Tino just edging away from Frowny. Do we have anyone relatively close wheel to wheel? Well, let's have a look at our championship leader of KJN 100. As I probably get some like nice. Back at the grid. That is KW sending it on Kenobi. If we can remember how to do the replays, we'll have a look at that bad boy. Or was he already ahead? No, it was just wheel to wheel defending down the back straight. You love to see it. This is what ZFS is all about. So, further up front, it is Frowny 1 in 3rd position. Let's have a look at, go on board with Wooly as he is on the bumper of Evil Cat there. 3/10 separating the two drivers. I like this camera. We'll go on Chase camera. Why not? As we go into turn 1. Not quite close enough to be thinking about a move, but perhaps Evil Cat is on Steve. That gap down to 2/10. He's gonna look up the inside of turn 3. Doesn't commit to anything yet. I mean, we've got 20 laps remaining of this race. Anything could happen. We're in for about 35 odd minutes of pure wheel-to-wheel racing action. And if you've seen any of these ZFS lads drive before, you know what they can do. Absolutely incredible. They always perform. Out of all the leagues I do, this is by far my favourite. Whenever I see that notification from Andy that I get sent the overlay to, it's always just, it's just the highlight of my Monday. Makes me get up in the morning. So, not, all of them just, playing the long game, it seems, just starting to spread out. I say that as Steve is just on the bumper of KGN there. Well, perhaps the rain is playing a role, because they are all on soft compound tyre, and no matter how little rain is on the track, you always have that, like, mental game to play when you're on slicks on a wet or damp track. You know that grip is just nowhere, so you're not going to really be committing to the kind of moves you would be. I don't know if it's going to rain the entire race. I hope not. I hope like halfway through it just clears up and then we can see some proper ZFS full send it mentality. So as we starts lap 3 of 21. No changes in position up front from lap 1. Wooly 69 seemed to get incredibly close to the rear of Evil Cat 69. Well, we got two 69s, but Evil Cat 79 on the prediction sheet. That gets me confused. If you're going to use a username, make it consistent. I say that like my IGN isn't cookies are cool. As I just noticed, presumably from lap 1, Wheelie 69 with rear bumper damage. I don't know how it took me this long to notice that, but that is why he is trundling at the back of the pack. Or at the back of the midfield bit. Further front, Frowny is getting that gap. He is slowly gaining on Mr. X Tino. That gap was about 8/10 the last time I looked at it. Now it's down to 5/10. Nice to see a little battle for P2. Has looking up front that gap up to 1.3 seconds. So Legend gaining most of it in the first lap. As that has Tino, who's gained massively. Perhaps Legend made a mistake there or something. That gap coming down to 7/10 now in that crucial slipstream range. That gap just coming down and down and down. Tino just absolutely flying out there. 147.5 last lap for the Legend compared to a 147.2 for Tino. And a 147.3 for Frowny. So they are catching the Dutchman out in the lead. Even the flashback to the Formula 1 Grand Prix. With the Brits catching up. As there is Steve and Evil Cat going for the move on Steve. Late on the brakes. Managed to make it stick. We didn't catch most of that. So we can use the fancy instant replay feature. As we're going on to the run from turn 1, and there was the move for Evil Cat. Nice, and he has managed to slowly start to pull it away from Steve. Have a look at this pack here. We've got KW in 7th position as Woody has managed to make his way past even with that damage. We missed that. That gap going down to 3 seconds. So perhaps KW made a mistake cost him that crucial time. Yeah, his last lap, 48.8, seconds slower from his pace. Doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things, but he's clearly had something happen at the start of this lap. Perhaps went off somewhere. We'll see at his lap times at the end. I'm presuming this will be a rather slow one for him. So, at front, what's that gap at front? Legend just managed to crawl his way back up, getting that gap out of the crucial slipstream range that is 7 tenths. That's when you really start to notice the slipstream in this game. It is definitely there, like, between a second and 7 tenths, but it's when you hit the 7 tenths, that's when you really notice it proper playing effect. Alright, Kenobi, is that wheelie going off or something? Oh, KJN, down to 10th position with front bumper damage and missed that. Can I have a butcher's got that? Oh no, that was last lap, 202. Yeah, I'm absolutely useless at this. I miss absolutely every crucial thing. So that is your championship defender down in dead last. I mean, points are still points, but you're not going to be wanting to be here, especially with one of your main championship rivals out front. And that gap, every time I look, it's either at a second, and then I look away, it's gone down a load, and then it goes up a load. We'll stay on board with Mr. X Tino for a while, because he does seem to just be edging closer and closer to your race leader by the second. That exposure trick that Pirate showed me, absolutely wicked. And there is Tino going for the lunge on the Legend. Isn't quite able to make it stick, but they got wheel to wheel there. That gap was about 5 tenths when he went for that. So clearly Tino seeming to be far more confident than the Legend in that final sector, and then it seems to be the first couple that the Legend makes that gap back up. But Tino is back on the bumper of the Legend. He is out for blood. He wants that first position, and the Legend is going to do anything to defend it. This is where it starts to get good, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 6 of 21, about a third of the way done, which is annoying, because that means it's going to be like a 30-minute race. There is Tino on the inside. On the inside of the Legend, sticks it around the outside, makes the move into first position. We have a new race leader as Frowny comes up with all this scrapping. It's a three-way fight for the lead. Third and first separated by about 5 tenths. Oh my god, this is what ZFS does to me. The racing's good, but it just takes a toll on my lungs, and you can tell I've not done this for a while, because we're 20 minutes in, and my voice box is just giving up. We should hopefully be able to just have a Butchers at that Tino overtake into the lead now. And of course I've bloody missed it. Wait, does V go back further? Oh, V does go back further. I'm thinking it's C that's the furthest. There we go, nice! So the Legend goes wide into turn 3. Tino takes advantage of that with the run down to turn 4s and 5s. Little bump from the Legends as he sweeps around the outside to take first position. Brilliant wheel-to-wheel, clean racing, and Tino was edged that gap out to a second. All these drivers with dead tyres. There's Evil Cat 69 coming in to have a play here. We've got a 4-way battle for the lead. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Dead tyres. Who needs rubber? We're a third of the way done. These guys will somehow make a one-stop work, even though you look at them tyres, any sane human being would look at that and think, I'm just gonna put a fresh set on, so I've got to go ignore these guys. They don't need tyres where we're going. This is more turning out to be a battle for P2 as Tino just edging out up front. Well, I say that. He's saying that about the legend, and then it fluctuates. I can't take my eyes off this battle for the leading quack here. This reminded me of BSB. As Legend goes wide again. The Legend seeming to struggle with grip on those burnt soft tyres. How is Frowny going to be able to capitalise that? He's 3 attempts down. He's going to have a look. Oh, the inside there is the Legend with a massive moment. Manages to keep it in control and stay in second position. No clue how he didn't go off there. I swear I thought he was going into the barriers. Clearly struggling with grip. Is he going to dart into pits early and get rid of those soft tyres? Frowny looking to capitalise on this. Yeah, the Legend all over the place. I want to look at that on the instant replay, but at the same time, I'm going to go into it in the entire grid will shuffle. Because that's just how close the ZFS lot is. The Legend is diving into the pits. So is Tino, and so is most of the grid, bar Frowny 1, who actually inherits the race lead from this. Can actually have a Butchers at that Legend moment. So, I'm going to want this. 2. Alright, there we go. Going out of there, onto the curb. Big slide. Manages to control it. Wonderful driving from the Dutchman. Okay. Can you? I'm pressing the replay button. Come on. I want to get out of the replay, please. Oh, the beauties of this PlayStation. We're going to watch the entire thing. I'm going to have to let this. Okay, this is always scuffed when I have to do this. Usually I end up missing hot. Oh, bloody hell. Wouldn't be a Kruentis stream if they miss half the bloody race trying to fix a technical issue. Okay. Bloody hell. Alright, I think I'm going to have to leave and rejoin the lobby, which is annoying because I'm going to miss, like, 2 laps. That's the beauty when you have a Kruentis stream. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. That's lobby 1. I want lobby 2. Can let my keyboard have a rest here. Alright, watch this. We're going to have missed, like, 247 overtakes as they all come out of the pits. That's, like, the most crucial bit that you want to be able to see. And, of course, I'm going to miss it. Hopefully, I could actually load into a lobby and not take 47 years to do so. But that does give me time to have my keyboard have a little rest. Because whenever it's been plugged in for a while, it just seems to, like, go sleep. You have to wait 5 minutes to let it get back into action. I would make a joke about your mother, but I've been told to keep this family friendly. So, come on. I want to watch the ZFS lot go through, please. Oh, the joys of PlayStation 4. There we go. Nice. Okay, this usually messes up, like, the leaderboard and that. So... Has KJN stayed out? Because... Yeah, that's... Yeah, the leaderboard is completely and utterly screwed. Because this man was P10 the last time I checked. And now it's saying it's P1. So we can't really trust the leaderboard. Well, we were on lap 8, and it's now saying we're on lap 1. So hopefully, I just have to wait for someone to cross the line. So I believe it'd be best to watch this No Name Monster. Oh, please tell me this is just gonna miraculously fix itself. Please. There's Tino going for a move that might be for this position, might not. Yeah, No Net Monster stayed out. So that was a beautiful move round. There is Tino and the Legend battling for some sort of position. No clue what it could be. They have gone across the grind. It is still saying lap 1. No Net Monster apparently in P1 now coming into the pits. So yeah, everything is fucked. But we can see some cars go through. That is all that matters. Maybe if I'll even rejoin this. I mean, we could watch the race, but we're not going to have an Evil Knievel KJ. Or we can just get a black screen. Okay, we can actually see things, and that seems to be more accurate. So, KJN, so we've got laps up, nice. Okay, I believe KJN has actually managed to pull off one of the best undercuts of all time, and is in first position at the moment. So, whatever I missed seems to have been massive, because this man's gone from last to first in 2 laps. So, Brownie 1 seems to be in second position. Yeah, this seems more accurate. We've got the leaderboard back! Whoop, whoop, where I can do basic stuff. There we go, we missed about 2. And nope, we're back at lap 1. So, if we go up front, these lot seem to be on lap 10. And then these lot are on lap 1. So, I believe I just have to spectate them until they cross the line. And then it should update. So if we give this just about 2 minutes. So hopefully that goes. Yes! Let's go! And now it's saying that. Oh, no, I just twatted my mic. And now they're saying they're in P1 and P2. And KJN's fallen back to P6. So, okay. This is actually the battle for P1 we're watching. Tino and the Legend. Which makes sense, because that's what they were last time. So we're on a lap. As we're approaching the halfway race distance, it seems to have got everything back under control. We'll wait until it breaks again. I'm kind of scared to use the replay system now. Right, I need to implement like a mute key or something. This is clearly something wrong with my throat at the moment. There's been like a bug going around college. So I hope I've not got it. So yeah, let's have a look at order at the moment. So they just seem to be spread out in packs. So we've got Evil Cat and Steve here battling for P4 and P5. It's a decent gap to Wooly in P6, who has repaired that damage on that Mitsubishi Lancer in a little zone of his own on the track. He's got 11 seconds either side of him, P6 and P7. P5 and P7 actually. KJN not in first position, in 7th position. So leaderboard finally updates, and Frowning 1 in 8th. So I believe that was due to just an early stop, because he was running in 3rd position. Unless he had an accident that I missed. Yeah, because he did the overcut. Yeah, he was the one that stayed out the longest, so I'm not going to have any of the lap times to see if anything happened. Because everything broke. And there is Kenobi finally pitting. So all drivers pit. It's Tino and the Legend who lead. 1 and 2 will go on board with the Legend as he's approaching Tino. Streaming past Tino later on the brakes, defends the position from the Legend. Absolutely incredible driving from the 2 out in front. I have missed this. To go around these Autopolis, it's one of them tracks that it's not necessarily technical, but it is not necessarily easy as well. It's got a mix of like all types of corners, fast, slow, straights. It's got a bit of everything. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm kind of mixed on it, mainly because of like all the elevation changes and stuff. Elevation change seems to, well, I'm terrible at everything, but elevation change seems to be where I mess up the most. So, are there any like proper close battles? We've got KJ and Frowny battling with P7. They're about a second between them. I believe that might be Kenobi retiring in the pits. He's stayed in there for quite a while, and the mechanic team not doing anything, so that might be our first... Probably, yeah, saying he's still on lap 1, so he's not past the line. So we've got our first retirement of the race. Doing the smart thing, just take parking in the pits instead of rage quitting. This is like the formal etiquette way of rage quitting. But, it's annoying, because Kenobi was doing quite well in practice. So, how's it looking out for 1.1 seconds between the front two? And that same gap to between P2 and P3. Evacat's brought that gap between KW and himself to less than a second. He is going purple off Willie69, who has the fastest lap at the moment in 6th position. He is slowly gaining on Steve. Perhaps we could see... Do we reckon? How many laps do we have? 21 minus 13 and 1. Well, 9 laps left, I think. Or 9 laps to go, including this one. He's gaining at Steve at roughly about 7/10-ish a lap. So he could, if he carries on at this rate, catch up to Steve on the last lap, provided that Steve doesn't just fucking floor it. Oof! There was a mistake there, clearly. That's going to allow... I thought he was going straight on there. That's going to allow Wooly to gain tremendously. So, yeah, he lost about 3 seconds there. I'm not going to go onto the replay to see what that is. Probably was just a... breaking a bit too late. I'm scared to use the replay just in case it breaks again. KW has caught up massively to the Legend as them tyres are shredded yet again. Can't remember what the tyre wear for this race is, but it's clearly very, very high. If this is the kind of degradation we're having. Just like, it came in on lap 7, so yeah, the tyre's lasting about 7-8 laps before being absolutely shredded, so perhaps it's going to actually be more of a 2-stop. Pitting every 7 laps. We have reached the crucial 2/3 race distance. Going by in the blink of an oof! I was going to say blink of an eye, but I swear I thought those two were going to come into contact there. A very close bump to bumper indeed. As Legend goes wide, manages to keep position though. Surely I thought KW was going to take a move there. He goes very defensive into turn 10. KW later on the brakes looking around the outside of the Legend. Isn't quite able to make it stick, but incredible send it mentality from the Brit. As they go into the slow corners. Oh! The Legend goes off into the grass. Thought I was going to see another moment from him. Manages to keep it planted central in track, defending from the Legend. Oh! The Legend goes off into the grass. That demotes him down into 4th position. Now, okay. Hopefully this doesn't break. Or it just doesn't work. Right, we're not going to see the instant replay. Clearly my keyboard has just got absolutely deleted. Oof! That looked like pit lane crossing from Tino. If he gets a 3-second penalty, that'll be huge. But the Legend with that costly mistake into, I believe it was turn 18. Getting demoted down to P4, promoting Evil Cat into the podium positions. So how is the grid going to look like after this second set of pit stops? Presuming the entire grid is going to come in, everyone up to P7 has. So Tino coming out. Does he have a 3-second penalty? No, he does not. I swear I saw him cross that pit lane, and it does seem that we're going to have rain the entire race. Boo-hoo. KW about 2.2 seconds behind. He's brought that gap down by about a second in the pit lane. taking slightly less fuel than Mr. Xtino, lighter car, faster car, but also could come to play a role in the latter stages of the race. You don't want to underfuel by too much. You kind of want, in the last lap, you kind of want fuel. I mean, it is kind of overrated. Yeah, you can do it without it. It's just not really recommended. Evil Cat about 2 seconds behind, taking a lot more fuel. And the Legend sends it round the outside of Evil Cat. Doesn't quite make it stay almost into the grass. The Legend going for some incredible sends tonight. Definitely giving us the entertainment that we want. No Neck Monster has stayed out, actually, going for the overcut. What's that gap looking like between Wheelie and Steve? It's now at about 6 seconds, 7 seconds. Yeah, 7 seconds. So Wheelie 69's charge into P5 isn't off the table. Could happen. So the Legend just dropping back slightly from Evil Cat there. We're not going to have any times at all. We got back on lap 10. We're only getting the last 2 lap times. Why? Why? I've been back for 6 laps. You should be able to give me my precious lap times now, so I can actually tell what the bloody hell is going on. Clearly not. So, ooh, there's a nice little battle there. Who's that? Frowny1 and KJN. Very close together. The battle for not last at the moment. As we've got just about 5.5 remaining laps to go. It is Tino, who's built a gap to KW in 2nd position. And Evil Cat 69 in 3rd. Followed closely behind by the Legend 2503. ZFS Steve. Then 8 seconds behind is Woody 69 and No Neck Monster. Followed by KGM 100, Frowny 1, and then ZFS Kenobi with the early retirement. I believe it was around about lap 10, lap 11 that he retired. So who do you watch? I reckon we go on board with the Legend for a couple laps, purely just so I can get a excuse to use the passenger cam, although I don't know how this is working. There's not even a passenger seat. I just love this camera just because I don't know, it just gives a really good field of view, and you also get to hear the superior engine sounds that come from cockpit cam and bumper cam. And that's the only reason anyone would use bumper cam and the review mirror. I just don't like being low to the ground. I prefer this one. What's it called? Hood cam, body cam, whatever you want to call it. I just prefer it because you're a bit higher up. Whereas if you're like here, it just messes with me for some reason. Although I do like that rear view camera, and you do get the superior engine sounds. Might think about changing it. Although I don't really do a lot of racing anymore. It's more I just sit on my arse and commentate over people that can do it. Because I'm just absolutely horrendous at this game. I seem to be alright at this whole just yapping over people that can do it. So I'll just stick to that. So lap 17 of 21 coming into the final stages of this race already. That's what I don't like about ZFS. They just, although they have proposed an endurance series, which I would be a tremendous fan of, the ZFS endurance series. The racers you just seem to blink and they're gone. That's what I liked about World Series, World Championship Season 4. ZFS. The races, they were a bit longer than these ones, which are around like 40 minutes compared to the usual like an hour or hour-ish. Just like it because you get to see these lads for longer because you can clear. These are absolutely, as you've seen today, and these are KW customs. KW especially for up front. Just had some absolutely incredible racing. tonight. No Neck Monster still staying on those Bloodshot softs. Is he going for the one stop? Be an absolute mental strategy to go for. I believe he's got the fuel to do for it. We'll see here. Stays out, doesn't opt to go in the pits. So his tyres are long gone, but he does have pretty similar... Actually, no, it'd be a push, definitely. He's got by far the least amount of fuel on the grid. But he's only got 3 laps to make that count. So maybe just a lot of fuel saving. He's got 6 seconds to KGN and Frowny, who are lapping at pretty a lot quicker than him, like 4 seconds a lap. So No Neck has got to get his foot down or get into the pit lane if he wants any hope of finishing anywhere other than last position. Wheelie 69 on the last lap. Still just absolutely sending it out there. Fastest lap of the race of 45.7. Absolutely incredible pace from the Brit. Further up front, it's still Tino leading from KW at 1.4 seconds. Evil Cat, these top 5 just seem to spread out slightly. Got about a second between them. As we round out the 18th lap, going on to the final 3 laps. Lap 19, 20, and 21. An absolutely phenomenal race, as always is. So, are there any of these that can get like proper scrap here? Alright, the Legend is slowly catching to Evil. Oof, KJN and Brownie getting quite close there. 4 attempts separating the battle for not last. Let's have a butchers at this. Because why not? You never really look at the back of the pack when you commentate, and it's always usually the front lot that you look at. However, that doesn't mean that it's not entertaining out front. As just noticing, Kate, No Neck Monster is diving into the pits to get a fresh set of stuff. 16 seconds, 17, around 18 odd seconds behind. Frowny one in 8th. It's safe to say he's going to finish 9th position unless anything happens between these two. They get incredibly close to each other, wheel to wheel, going through turns 3, 4, and 5. No, we're at the wrong bit of the track. That was like turn whatever. Right, this is turn 10 we're at. Oh, we're going. God, this entire track. The entirety from like turn 4 to about turn 3 to about turn 4 just look absolutely identical. They're all slow chicanes, like hairpin chicane things. Steve is catching up to the Legend, going through that crucial turn 18 that the Legend made his mistake in earlier, as we round on to the penultimate lap of round 4. Let's down board with Steve. Just have a butcher, I believe. No, we're looking at 8 and 9. Okay, 4. No, 5. There we go. Alright, what camera angle should we use? Let's use this. So yeah, definitely, I hope you can. You're a bit late, mate. An entire race with the ZFS lot. We've still got plenty of action left though. 2 laps to go. Steve and the Legend battling out as usual. They're about 6 tenths separated between them. Let's have a look at KGN and Frowny, why not? Something's happened to Frowny. Heavy damage. Let's have a look. Is the replay system going to work? Please, please, you've got one job. Of course it's not. So Frowny having a mistake further back, causing him to drop down to 9th position. Some pretty heavy damage. well annoying that my keyboard isn't doing its one job. Oh yeah, it's Monday, you're right, cadets. Well annoying that my keyboard isn't doing its one job, that is to do the replay system. But hey ho, you can't have everything or anything. Wouldn't be a Kruentis stream if everything just didn't break. As the front two, Tino and KW rounding on the final lap of the Autopolis GP for ZFS World Championship season. No, it's not the World Championship, it's just ZFS Championship. ZFS Championship and World Championship, for some reason, are two completely different things that they do. And Tino is pushing absolutely massively on this final lap to bring home that first position. I believe it will be a maiden win for him. It might not be. I'll have to double check that. I've seen him up front a lot, but I don't think he's actually won one yet. It's going to be absolutely incredible for him. Further back, how is Wheelie doing? He's had another accident with that front damage. Wheelie just not having quite the race that we thought he would. Steve and the Legend not a bit too far back to be thinking about a move. So is KW, but keep our eyes on the dominant man. He got in front. I believe he started third, or was it second? I can't bloody remember. Just absolutely managing to dethrone the Legend and take home his first win of the season, I think. I'll have to check like the points things, but I believe he's only got 2 quarters now. Bloody hell. To go. Tino is crowned victorious at Autopolis in the wet and wins for whatever bloody team is that. KW takes home second position, followed by Evil Cat 69. These two are going to be wheel to wheel. It's going to be Steve ahead of the Legend to take P4. The Legend trundling down to P5. Then it's going to be Wooly who limps over the line to take 6th position. KJN in 7th. No Neck Monster in 8th. Frowny 1 retiring on the penultimate lap. After that mistake, and Kenobi also in the pits. Absolutely wicked racing from these lot, as it always is. Nice to finally take this mic for a test run. What's the next one I'm doing? I believe I'm doing Simsa on Sunday. I believe this is one of my weeks. Don't know how we're doing it now. I believe we're doing it 1 week on, 1 week off. Absolutely incredible racing from these lot. I will see you lot on Sunday. And from now on, do you want to see it? Peace.